Hey, thank you for liking Diabotical. I hope you enjoy all the updates and hopefully you feel like it's getting better. I feel like it's getting better, but it's like some steps forward, some steps backward. But let's start with the monthly update. I'm doing this a little bit early because I've been told there's lots of tournaments today in various regions, so I don't want to intrude over their viewership. How am I doing? I'm doing okay, yeah. Just like trying to get my head around like season 2, what there's left to do. Thank you to some of the team, by the way, for talking to me on Sunday so I could do this update and not tell people porkies. So I got some better information from the team, even though normally we do it on Monday, but I figured it's Sunday and we normally do it on the last weekend of the month. You liked my performance on the latest It movie? Which one was I in the latest It movie? Was I the bad guy? Or was I... Barry, the guy that plays Barry? The bad guy, I saw his audition tape where he makes his eye pop out. It's fucking freaky. He seems like a really good actor. But I haven't watched the It thing. I'm not really into those kind of movies. And if it's a backhanded clown reference, you're too clever for me. But well done. All right, cool. Yeah. So what did we do? What's going well? What do we need to improve? Over the month, the community servers are friggin' awesome. The fact that like we have so many kind of new maps. We just need to get a way to get these like in playlists and votable in the future. So that's like a step. And also it means that replays are going to be soon. Obviously, you guys have had access to kind of client-side replays. That's one thing that you've got. But you kind of need server-side replays. And then don't worry if you're a pro gamer and you don't want people. We're going to give you an option to create lobbies where effectively the other team won't get your server-side replay POV, if that makes sense, right? So if you're scrimming and you don't want them to see everything, I think that's fair. But of course if you're matchmaking and stuff, I think that's good. So I'm looking forward to replays coming a little bit later down the line. Don't really have an ETA on it, but the new programmer that did all the stuff there is working on the other thing. And then pro players ruin everything. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, eating up my bank account as well. Bloody nightmare. So this, what do we know about this? This was good, exposing community matches. This could be good, but it's a little bit confusing. This I wasn't sure about, and I don't think it's very good. And generally, it's very ugly, really ugly. But it was the quickest we could get something done, right? So apologies for how ugly and confusing it may be. I will show you what I'm working on, though. Just so that we can kind of see where we want to go with it. Because I think that's important. Some people don't obviously read like my Reddit comments where I'm like, hey, it's version 1. There's going to be version 2 and 3. So I guess window capture might work. No, it's black screen right now. 1 second. Display capture. Create new. Yep. It's me in Photoshop. So we'll take a look at this. So I felt like the quick play not being there was really upsetting, and I actually liked the 4v4 Wipeout quick play in FFA. So just getting thrown into a server and winning it to get ready is good. So I kind of think that should come back in terms of actually a nice visual change as well. I think ranked. I'm not sure what goes in here, but I think we need a card for ranked. Some people have complained about leaderboards disappearing. We still have all your stats. We just don't know how to expose it yet because we're trying to get a better place with the leaderboards. And then basically I want to use this over here, and instead of doing these big cards, actually put in the community matches in a list. And then these will also be pickups, and we just need a good way to show that this is a pickup, right? And then you should have a filter option, like, is it pickup? Is it, would you want to see just the pickup games, or do you want to see both, etc.? So I think this will be about right. The cool thing about this quick play card is you could actually slim it down and put it on the main page. I had some like designs for like if you really wanted to go super casual and get people in games from the front page. This isn't more modes, by the way. This looks worse. I don't think it does. I think it looks better than this, for sure. It's like this server list actually looks nice, right? It's just that we're not using it on the front page. But I'd rather this and be told this one's ranked, but know it's ranked somehow. And then I could be like, oh, Abzo started a ranked game. I'll play with Abzo, right? Because it's ranked. So I think using this more so and just cutting down some of the graphical elements would be better. But I'll get someone to help me with the design. Because I don't want to have to finish this in Photoshop myself because I suck. Mixing pickups with community servers would be quite confusing. Yeah, unless it's labeled correctly. That's all I can say. One of the biggest kind of like one of the most interesting things to learn about like this is like, how do you serve a community that is obviously smaller than any other like esports game that want to play multiple modes? So even if you remove Instagib FFA for a day, you get messages on Discord. You remove FFA for a day, you get messages on Discord. It's like, and I'm like, yeah, I'd rather not get messages, but I want to see if we can solve this problem. And the cool thing is like the feedback from the Australians and the South Americans has been great when it comes to the pickups, because it exposes where they can play now together, because those queues don't work very well for them either way, because they're just like, is anyone queuing? It's Australia, because they're kind of locked in their own region. So the pickups going in here, it's more about design. So I kind of disagree with your initial statement. It can be confusing if you don't do it well. Dude, I just worked on this earlier. It's like I literally was working on it, took a meeting with Noctis, and then was like, yo. And then Noctis was like, yo, you wanted me to do the Battle Pass shit? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit later. Anyway, I think this will be good. So I'm looking forward to like a version 2. And then we'll see how that goes. But from the feedback I've got already, I think it's pretty obvious what people are into and not into. So that's cool. And then there's not really huge amounts of updates apart from people want to know what's going on with the Battle Pass in Season 2. So Noctis is... The Season 2 Battle Pass items are almost ready anyway. We've got some new weapon models coming in. I think there's one for the rocket launcher, machine gun, shotgun. Not sure what other ones there are, but there's a few. And then... people are like, oh, the season ends in 3 days. And I'm like, no, it doesn't really. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to extend Season 1 until Season 2 is ready. And I'm guessing that's going to be sometime in December, anywhere from mid to like around the 20th. Noctis was like, put a date on it. And I'm like, dude, you want me to put a date on it? It's like, it's a good studio. You don't put dates on anything. So some of the changes will come is like you might see Season 2 Battle Pass and you might lose access to Season 1. But what's going to happen is afterwards, Noctis has finished all his other work. He's going to make sure that you can select the Season 1 Battle Pass and continue leveling it up after Season 2. Or if you're a new person that comes in the game, you can still get the Season 1 Battle Pass, right? I didn't like the idea of FOMOing people, where it's like yada, yada, yada. So you'll get access to Season 1 and Season 2. Can we have casual Jewel in quick play, please? No, Squeeze Toy, you can't. Make a fucking server for Jewel. Jesus Christ, Squeeze Toy. And it's nice to see you, Squeeze Toy. How's your ASMR career going as a streamer? I heard you're very popular. Messing with you. but it's ranked. It's not ranked if you just create a community match and you just have a duel. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, because the system's new, not everyone knows how to use it yet. There's nothing casual about casual duels. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So season 2, we'll delay it for a little bit. Fix up the queue system page, which is this, which is important. So I'm going to have the team focus on that. When I say team, not just me and whoever helps us with graphics. Season 2, you guys are asking about marketing. The weird thing about marketing is like you need something that people want to come in and just like be like, this is amazing, I want to keep playing it. So the reason as well is like I've got to do Rune CTF, which is kind of like a Quake 2 Lithium style CTF with hookshot and runes, which I think will be fun. Then I'm going to keep CTF, obviously. So if you create a pickup game, you can see like, you know, you just create whatever you want. And we'll see which ones get popular. Because that'll be interesting. I also think that like 2v2 TDM has a place, especially because it is a lot of fun playing 2v2s. So it'd be nice to create pickups for that. And then I got to work on the new Wipeout system, which is basically kind of like a currency Wipeout where you buy stuff between rounds, and I want to see what people think of that. But we're also going to keep Wipeout normal as well and just kind of pit them against each other and get some data and information. But it feels like the best way to let you guys how do you say, play the game. Dota Wipeout, yeah. The best way to let you guys play the game so far, I feel like, is really just like pickups. I just think they're so much more fun being able to choose. I mean, there's always time trials going on. And then hopefully, because the mapping contest ends December 15th, some of those maps might be able to get into quick play, ranked, official map pool. It depends how well the artist did when it comes to kind of collision polish and stuff like that. And I know Promise has got a new MacGuffin map for you guys, a new CTF map ready for you. And I know he's working on a couple of other things, so we'll see what goes in for season 2. How do community maps work? Right now they're a little bit hidden because you have to create a lobby and then you click and then it's community and then you pick a community map, you know, and it's a bit like, yeah, a bit of a hassle. And then when you play these maps, you don't get to vote more community maps. But we did this whole content server. It's really amazing. So you can upload maps and then everyone gets like 100 meg storage. And then the idea is like this map is meant to replace some of our official maps in the future for things like tournaments, etc. if it's good. But we're letting the community kind of just run the show on these currently. And then when they become official, if we see them be played or play them a little bit more ourselves, we can give some feedback on item positions. But generally layouts and art is very good. This one's done by Fabrice, and I fucking love what he did with the colors. Some of the community maps are absolutely amazing. Some of them are a big part of smiling shit. Smiling what? Smiling shit. That doesn't make sense. I'm tired. But it's good because we've got a filter option where you can see stars. And if you vote on maps, by the way, and revote, so if you liked this and then didn't like the last update 3 hours ago, holy shit, Fabrice is always updating his maps. You can, when you replay it, you can vote again and it will remember your latest vote. So it will change. But look how many fucking dual maps everyone's made. How many of these are arrow walks? Can anyone tell me? 5. Well, with the pickup system, which I think works, it's not a problem how many modes are in the game available here, right? This is not the problem. Yeah, this is like, you can have TDM, TDM Classic, you can have CTF, you can have CTF Runes, which is like Lithium Hookshot. You know, you can have all this stuff because it's like, if someone wants to play it, at least you know someone wants to play it. What you can't do is put all that shit in like here. This is why we're, you know, looking at doing something more like this, where it's like quick play gets more featured again, which is, I think, a nicer way to play the game. Here are some core ranked things. And pickup is still ranked. You just need to know where it is. So if you're really into playing CTF, create CTF games and hopefully people join. But there's no point putting CTF in ranked right now unless it's like highly popular. So this is me working for 10 minutes on this, but when someone useful gets hold of it, as long as you can tell the difference between the community matches and ranked matches, I think it'll be good. Thank you, FaZe. Thank you. Well, I was working in this neat little program that you can move stuff around, but so I just took a print screen of what I was working on, but there's like a web-based thing that you can move stuff. It's pretty amazing, but I'm useless at it in comparison to Photoshop. But you can see my pickup buttons are here. But the idea is like these are meant to be quite obviously pickup, a couple of them. And then all the buttons that relate to create lobby, join key, stuff like this should be here. But I've done various designs for the future to try and slim stuff down. But yeah, overall it's a good month, I think. Though this mock-up has less total games on display. Explain why you think all the different modes isn't a problem. You mean all the different modes when you create a game? Like when you create, like here. You can join multiple pickups, AOS gamer. You know that, right? You can queue for free at once. I mean, if you consider how hard we worked on the engine and how awesome it is, do you not think that there's going to be a point where people create mods? Do you know how many game modes you're going to have when mods become available? Do you know what that's going to look like? It's like it's going to be nuts. You know what I mean? So the thing is, you can't stop the community doing what they want to do. So the thing is, if someone wants to create a class-based shooter and it ends up in here and it's fucking popular, they'll create a class-based shooter. Should I tell them not to create it? You know, so, you know, I think you're wrong, but it's okay to be wrong. I mean, you know, I'm wrong a lot as well, but not in this instance. Yeah, and then, yeah, so we'll see. But don't worry about Season 2 getting kicked off straight away or your Battle Pass. You'll have the ability to still level up Season 1, so don't go FOMO and buy it out or something. And then we get the new playlist in and make it a little bit sexier and a little bit more intuitive. And also, congratulations to 2Z winning the tournament. It was awesome to watch. And FaZe, you came second. We're going to put swinging grappling hooks in first, I think. But we're also going to do the other grappling hook in the future. Just so you have options for modding and stuff like that. A lot of what we do is built towards you guys having the fun and control of building stuff. And then... so we're going to do our own little mod for Christmas. You know, we did a survival mode for Halloween. We're going to do something more multiplayer for Christmas, which is going to be unique. So hopefully that's fun. Yeah, and every time we do something new, eventually when we get down to you guys messing around with the engine more with modding, it's going to hopefully really pay off because you can probably create some cool shit. Can we get totems? Oh yeah, fast weapon switch. Yeah. There's so much stuff that you guys want and we want to do, but it's going to take a while, isn't it? Because fast weapon switch kind of revitalizes your CPMA-esque clan arena servers, because then you get to play it the way you want, right? Because when you get slow weapon switch in those game modes, it doesn't feel as fun for you because you're so used to, you know, that kind of style of gameplay. Yeah, it's the same with our, what's it called? time trials community. Like some of them have come over, but some of the time trials community haven't because we haven't got everything they want for time trials, etc. Yeah. Can you get hair on your egg? Yeah, time trials is a lot of fun. It's I see Crazy Owl, Rue, Bunch playing. Surtees making maps as well. Time trials is really cool. There's one poor guy in South Africa. This guy. He just sits there all day waiting for another South African to install Diabotical. Yeah. Like when we got the SA servers, I was like, we'll do it because, you know, there were some people down there. But oh, there's a 3v3 extinction with Sav in it. He's in chat. Hey, Sav. I liked your maps, by the way, in the mapping contest. Look, you've set it solo queue. People didn't know this, but like if I hover over, you can see Nico and Lincoln are in the same party because they're linked together. And if they're not linked like this, it's a solo game. And you can allow max party size, but it's not that obvious right now. It's a kind of a quick thing. So, you know, I saw like Yenum and others join these things, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Iceland server when? Yeah. For Merc, the Merc clan, remember them? MURK. They were the premier Icelandic Quake-free team. We got weapon skins coming, like proper weaponry models coming for Season 2. So I think people will enjoy that. Yeah, and we talked about replays coming later as well. So I think the messages to take away from this update is we're going to rework this a little bit. Don't worry about Season 1 Battle Pass. You'll still have access to it in Season 2. Season 2 will start once I get some game mode fixes done for some of the modes that we want to introduce for Season 2. Replays will come sometime, not sure when. And life is good. And we're going to do a cool little mod for you at Christmas. Probably patching Christmas Day because of COVID, and me and Frog are stuck here. So me and Frog are going to sit over Christmas, my birthday, and New Year working on the game. So we're going to make stuff together. So we've got an idea what we're going to do for Christmas mod, and hopefully you enjoy it. Should be good. And then, how old am I going to be? 25. You and Frog are lovers, admit it. I do love Frog. I don't know if he loves me back, but I try for his attention. Is he checking out the map, I guess? And just made it public? I'm assuming he's not expecting people to play that. Look at these guys, unranked, making MacGuffin games. Oh, that's Rehahap and Banana Man. They're like really good TDM players. I set classic to 30 seconds, weapon respawn time, but we need to get proper 4v4 maps for that to feel good in the future, but we'll see. Raven. What's Raven doing playing the game on a Sunday? He should be working. Yeah, pickups are great. They just need to be more intuitive, and yeah, we'll see. We'll work on it. All right, cool. That's my update, really. It's not much going on. Hi, Raven. But Raven, you heard what I said for your update. Season 2, sometime in December. You'll still have access to Season 1 Battle Pass, so don't FOMO. You can select and buy Season 1 or 2 Battle Pass during Season 2, etc. Noctis is going to work on that, but it might not be ready for Season 2 because he's got to do the queue changes. Improvements to the playlist is coming. And then Season 2 I have some weapon models, and we're doing a mod for Christmas. All right. I think that's it. I'm going to go. Is there a tournament on TimCon LAN? Am I sending you to TimCon LAN? Yeah, I'm sending you to TimCon LAN. Alright, go watch some people duel. Yes, yes, yes. We get a lot of requests for edit pad and servers and community stuff. Don't worry, it's just one step at a time. But I appreciate you guys for giving us all the feedback. It's nice to see like the Reddit get quite busy after we do big changes. So I've been reading a bunch of that. Any chance you become a streamer in the future? No, that would be weird. I don't think I'd be a very good streamer either. Okay, we're gonna raid TimCon LAN. Oh yeah, I can play Dota too. Alright, pressing the raid button. Oh, I do still play Silencer, that's true. Alright, looking forward to getting you Season 2 updates. Thanks for the feedback on Reddit, guys. With the pickups, the play system, and improvements to that coming soon. So, this was a way longer update than I thought it needed to be, but it's nice to see what you guys are talking about, because that kind of tells me what I need to focus on going forward. So, thanks for being a voice for the community. Appreciate you guys. And enjoy TimCon LAN. Bye-bye.